Okay, you guys, we got some more body cam footage from the U.S. Customs and Border Patrol. Appreciate these guys for putting out these videos. Matter of fact, appreciate all these law enforcement agencies that are putting out these videos. That way the public can get a good understanding of how things are going, how things work when they're out there in the field, and whether or not these things are necessary or not. Again, it ain't gonna be up to us. We can discuss it in the comment section, but it's going to be up to the elected officials to make the final decisions on these. But we're going to take a look and watch this and see what happens. You can read this for yourself, and we'll get the video going now.
The following video provides information regarding a U.S. Border Patrol agent-involved shooting on March the 3rd, 2024, near Otay Mesa, San Diego, California. CBP is committed to being a leader in law enforcement accountability and transparency. The actions following the agent-involved shooting were captured on multiple agents' body-worn cameras. That footage is being released today in compliance with CBP policy and the May 25, 2022 Executive Order on Advancing Effective Accountable Policing and Criminal Justice Practices to Enhance Public Trust and Public Safety. CBP began issuing body-worn cameras in 2021 and continues to expand their deployment nationwide. Body-worn cameras are worn at chest level and capture a general perspective within line of sight from that angle. The camera angle prohibits viewers from seeing everything the agent or officer saw and experienced. Upon activation, both audio and video will turn on. However, there is a 2-minute buffer of video without audio from prior to activation. This feature is designed to capture incidents that occur suddenly where an agent or officer does not immediately activate their camera. On March 3, 2024, at approximately 5 o'clock a.m., U.S. Border Patrol Tactical Unit, BORTAC, Border Patrol agents were conducting operations in the Puebla Tree area of Otay Mountains, approximately 5 miles east of the Otay Mesa port of entry. BORTAC was actively monitoring this area, where there's a road winding through the mountains, because of recent reports of armed robberies and assaults targeting groups of migrants crossing into the United States. A small group of BORTAC agents were concealed approximately 70 yards north of the border along a ravine near the road. Additional BORTAC agents, including a precision marksman, were positioned on high ground approximately 275 yards away, providing overwatch of the area. Investigators, including CBP OPR special agents, interviewed migrants who were apprehended in the area minutes after the shooting. Based on their interviews, a group of migrants were walking on the road in the early morning hours when they were approached by 4 individuals, at least one of whom was armed with a handgun. According to the witnesses, the armed individual demanded money from the group, racked his pistol to chamber a round, and pointed the weapon at one of the migrants. The migrants heard a single gunshot and observed the armed individual fall to the ground. The BORTAC agents involved in the incident reported a similar description of events. They observed the armed individual threaten the migrants, chamber a round, and point a gun at one of the migrants, at which time the BORTAC precision marksman fired one round, striking the armed individual at approximately 6:56 a.m. A BORTAC agent, located approximately 30 yards away from the subject who had been shot, fired a less lethal 40mm launcher 2 times, deploying 2 chlorobenzaldine malonitrile CS gas munitions, which formed a cloud in the area. BORTAC agents reportedly observed 3 individuals run away from the area and head south towards Mexico. At approximately 6:57 a.m., BORTAC agents approached the subject who had been shot. Footage of the agent-involved shooting was not captured on any of the agent's body-worn cameras. The body-worn camera videos will show the agent's actions following the shooting. These videos contain graphic content. Your discretion is advised. The first 2 minutes were recorded during the buffer period and do not have audio.
Don't. Off top, I noticed I didn't see a weapon. I'm not accusing anybody of anything, but I just did not see the weapon so far. So we're gonna have to wait till they go back and see what's going on. In addition to that, I did not think he was gonna secure his weapon after he put it on the ground. I thought he was just gonna leave it there for a moment.
Okay, we gotta clear up here. We're dead. We have a blind spot right there.
The following is body-worn camera video from an agent at the scene of the incident.
Hey, keep covering the guys. Keep covering the guys. They're coming in now. Copy.
We're gonna need him to take his body cam and put it on the outside of all his layers. I understand it's probably cold. It looks a little rainy outside right now, but we can't see what they can see, and that's the whole purpose of the body camera. It's not to be impeded with in any form or fashion.
Additional arm south. Additional arm south. Keep covering it. Keep covering it. That's copy. You're getting eyes on.
At approximately 6:59 a.m., BORTAC agents broadcast over service radio that shots had been fired. The following are U.S. Border Patrol radio transmissions from the incident.
Break. Just relay there's been shots fired out of Public Tree. Copy. What's your start number? For relaying for other agents down there.
At approximately 7:02 a.m., a BORTAC agent who was providing overwatch to the BORTAC agents that approached the subject on the ground again advised over service radio that shots had been fired and agents were setting up a perimeter while clearing the area to ensure the scene was secure. At approximately 7:05 a.m., a BORTAC agent requested medical assistance from Border Patrol agent, emergency medical technicians, and emergency medical services via service radio. The following is body-worn camera video from an agent at the scene of the incident.
And this is a report. Shots fired at Pueblo Tree. Subject seems to be down. Agent fired one shot. Subject down at Pueblo Tree. This is about a few minutes down. We're setting up a east perimeter and a west perimeter.
It's things like that that kind of make me nervous, especially when the body cam footage of the shot hasn't been released, if there was any at all. Assuming you guys had, well, not assuming, you guys said that you had two different locations, one up close, and you had the Overwatch guy, the guy who took the shot. Now, somebody with Overwatch should have had a body cam on, or somebody down below should have had a body cam on. But what we see is a lot of interference with the body cam, which means that we don't get an accurate description or depiction as to what happened. That's why these things are there. The reason why they have to use these body cams now is because there were so many incidents of shots fired at suspects, and I'm not accusing these guys of anything. I'm just saying, in the past, there's been a lot of people who have shot people and said, oh, he had a weapon. There was never a weapon. Oh, this had to be done. But it was stuff that was manufactured on the fly. We don't know. Are there manufacturing evidence? Why can we not see what it is that you see right now? And again, that's my speculation on this. I'm not accusing these guys of anything. I'm just saying what I'm observing.
east perimeter at the or close to that would be the and then a west perimeter set up still a hot scene. QRF or workout QRF is still clearing the area.
And there it is, still a hot scene, still clearing the area. So we don't know what the other individuals in this group are doing. Again, when he first walked up on the guy that was on the ground, I saw no weapon close by him. Now, if he had chambered a round, as they say, and was immediately shot from the overwatch guys, you would expect that weapon to be right there, either in his hands or very, very close to that body.
Who was that? Broken up, but we need a western perimeter set at and not let anybody pass that location.
So far, if nothing else, we're going to need the officer that's wearing this body cam right now to retrain and how to apply, how to put on, wear, and use the body cam in an efficient manner. Because we still don't know.
Still clearing the area. There's still armed subjects south of our QRF right now. At this point, it's not quite clear yet. I have anyone else come in.
The bodies that ran, they need to keep them.
Yeah.
Hold them.
Yeah, I know. We'll have to do that.
Okay.
We will find that.
And I've noticed that a lot. These are people, they're persons. These are not bodies. When you call somebody out, it's dehumanizing to them. And it makes it easier for somebody to do things when you don't feel like they're human. When you feel like it's a body, you can target practice at it. When you feel like it's a body, there's no emotional response as to what happens. Try to remember that these are people, and we'd like to get these people a little more training.
Hey, good copy. East perimeter, let me know when you're set.
And keep that in mind, what he just said. Let me know when you get set. And we'll revert back to that later on, whether or not we get this jacket flap out of the way of the body cam footage. Because right now, all we hear is audio.
Okay, there's another one south here.
Keep eyes on. You need to keep looking for that, because I can't.
Yeah.
I'm on radio.
Yeah, okay.
We're going to say AFRM on the EMS, but at this point have EMS roll the still trying to make sure that the scene is clear, and we'll have ORSAR or AEMT get down there and provide pressures and measures once it's clear. It's not clear yet.
The following is body-worn camera video from an agent at the scene of the incident.
He's getting flipped over. Maybe see if got fire this firearm. He's getting flipped over. See if we can find this where this firearm's at. It might still be on it.
Y'all better hope he is. And see, and that's the problem right there. Because we cannot see from the other angle what is going on, because they're saying they need to clear this scene, it leaves room for it. It leaves room for speculation. And speculation is not what you can have. That's why you wear those body cam footage. So we know that what you're doing is appropriate and above board at all times. Because when it's not, the public cannot trust what you guys are doing. They cannot trust what you guys are saying. And it's not your fault. Blame those that have come before you that have done wrong to people.
Let's see where it's at. Let go. Entry ends out there. Drop that. Yeah, find that fire again.
You better hope you find that firearm. You better hope. Oh, see, this one could be a tricky one for these guys. These guys could all be in danger. And that's unfortunate, but that's why you gotta play by the rules. You don't just get to pick off bodies.
Don't see any exit. See any exit one?
No. There it is right there.
All right. Okay, just leave it as is. Hey, keep an eye around me, man. I'm gonna start putting gauze in this guy. Anything there? Hey, Mike.
It's a little too late for all that. The other officer already told you guys that you was gonna wait for EMT before you started life-saving measures. He's looked like he's been deceased since you guys showed up the first time. And where that gun is way back there and where you pulled him from, those aren't lining up. Especially if his exit wound is coming out of his front. That means you guys shot him in the back.
Anything?
Where's the other one? This one? I saw him just all brick alley. Hey, I got some more gauze here if you want to pull it out more.
That's fine. I don't see any other entry or exit wounds.
Nah, that was the only entry one right there.
I heard 2 shots, but
So now he had the weapon. The impact made him throw it over here.
And you see, that's the problem. You start to make the story trying to fit. You're trying to make puzzle pieces fit that you're trying to put a round peg in a square hole.
Where's
it should be somewhere over here.
Let me push up and just visual with them because I can't see them.
Just hold, let them hold in place.
That's a browser, bro. I hear it.
Hey, 10-4.
Right by the barrier.
You see any of the armed subject? So.
Hey, you want me to make it up there? I got visual, man.
Okay, no, just hey, just continue holding. Make sure those guys don't double back.
As long as you can see this up here. Remember, we got overwatch. Yeah. That's it. Because I got visual. They're right here at the first floor.
Yeah, I don't. Just let them know. Just continue. Just watching our east side. Hey, scene secure. Head down. Head down. Hey, go to relay. We got the split to head down our way.
BORTAC agents applied pressure to the gunshot wound for approximately 13 minutes until the Border Patrol agent EMT and another Border Patrol agent, a former EMT, arrived on scene at approximately 7:16 a.m. The Border Patrol agents performed a medical assessment of the armed individual and assumed medical care responsibility until emergency medical services arrived on the scene. The following is body-worn camera video from an agent at the scene of the incident.
Do you know the status of EMS?
Yeah, I'm gonna stop ventilating them.
In response. What did I relay? No,
Unresponsive, no vitals.
just relay unresponsive, no vitals.
You can say proof of addressing to GSW 556 GSW to the or I don't know if that's 556 GSW to the applied at 7:20. No vitals since 7:22. And NPA and OPA have been applied.
Gotcha. What are your suggestions? Bring EMS here, take it to EMS?
We could move them. It'd be easier to have the EMS here.
Yeah, this seems secure enough.
Yeah.
At approximately 7:59 a.m., San Diego County Fire Authority EMS personnel arrived at the scene of the shooting and assumed control of providing emergency medical care to the wounded individual. They applied an intravenous line and continued CPR on the wounded individual. The following is body-worn camera video from an agent at the scene of the incident.
If you haven't already, notify EMS on scene. Sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry.
Male subject, approximately about 7'10", gunshot.
Shot where?
They could give you more information on that, but it looks like abdomen to chest.
Just single?
Single, yes.
Okay. How long have they been doing? 7:10?
7'10", initial shots, yes.
So about just shy of an hour ago?
Yeah, EMS were on scene, or I'm sorry, these EMTs were on scene 8 minutes after.
Copy. Did you guys been doing CPR? Let's get them on the pads.
At approximately 8:14 a.m., after telephonically consulting with local EMS at the scene of the shooting, the physician at Sharp Grossmont Hospital pronounced the wounded individual deceased. The decedent was identified as a 32-year-old male citizen of Mexico. Investigators recovered a .45 caliber Glock 36 pistol near the decedent's body. The pistol contained 1 round in the chamber and 4 rounds in the magazine. Following this encounter, agents apprehended 17 migrants in the area. Of the 17, 9 migrants reportedly witnessed the incident. The 3 individuals who were possibly armed were not apprehended, absconded from the area, and reportedly fled into Mexico. On March 5, 2024, the San Diego County Medical Examiner's Office conducted an autopsy of the deceased individual. The autopsy report is pending. This incident is currently under investigation by the San Diego County Sheriff's Department, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, and CBP's Office of Professional Responsibility. The investigation is still in the early stages. Once the investigation has concluded, CBP's National Use of Force Review Board will review the incident. CBP will share the results of the board review once it is complete. Links to this video, as well as public statements about this and other incidents and key accountability-related policies and data, can be found online at cbp.gov/transparency.
Well, it's very obvious and apparent as to why this is being investigated. There's a lot of things that went wrong with the body cam, with the actual incident. I'm not going to place any blame here. You guys, we're going to let the investigation take its course, but unfortunately, this is why we need those body cameras. This is why the public needs to be able to see this stuff, because when it's not transparent, we don't know what's going on. And a lot of that video made absolutely no sense, to me at least. And I don't know how the investigators are going to feel about that. I don't know if they have drone cameras, drone video, or other body cam video that was not released to us at the moment. What we know from what we saw was what we saw. That gun was quite a ways away from that male subject. It's quite a ways away. They tried to drag him a little bit over there and try to make the puzzle piece fit. It looked like, you know, there was the one guy who had his body cam covered the whole time, and he's asking for, you know, to make sure the scene's clean before we, or clear before we do anything. And, you know, there was a lot of suspicious activity going on, and it's obvious to me why this is under investigation. I hope it's obvious to you why this is under investigation. And for all parties that were involved, this was an unfortunate turn of events. And we'll leave it at that. Thanks for being here. Like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.